Hey, good morning, guys. Tush coming at you. Saturday, May the 10th, just coming up on 10 o'clock in the morning. Speaking of May, remember I told you May was going to be a good month? May's definitely a good month. Anyway, we're out in the garage today. We're going to do a little work on the TR3, probably do some wet sanding on that TR3 bonnet that I painted. Beautiful day today. Trees are finally coming out with some leaves on them, which is great. Grass looks like it needs to be cut. Even got some flowers coming out. Tulips are out. I think there's some crocuses, I guess they are, or irises. I don't know what the hell they are. Over there, the purple things. So yeah, going in the right direction for sure. So in the garage today, first thing I want to do is a mail call. One of my favorite subscriptions that I always enjoy watching. We've got Cutworm59 sent me some swag. Great retro Triumph sticker. Of course, the Cutworm59 sticker. Check his channel out. Got a bunch of Crosleys. It's got Triumph Spitfire named Wilma. It's got some Jeeps. Got some guns. Always fun to watch. Does some samurai mail calls. I think that's Godzilla. I think that's the tie-in. Anyway, I got some Crosley service stickers. So 50 cents. And I got some eyeballs. I think I'm going to put those on the car. Those will be my moon eyes. Anyway, I mentioned some sanding today on this practice hood. We're going to do a little wet sanding before we get to the buffing stage. So I've gone out and got some 1500 grit, some 2000 grit, and some 2500 grit. Believe it or not, that's about $150 worth of sandpaper right there. It's expensive stuff. But I've got a few projects down the line. I was thinking of buying the small packs, with 4 or 5 sheets in them. But this car's got to be done. I've got a buddy who I think is going to need some work done on his car. We've got the TR250 to do, so anyway, my buddy's probably going to go half on this with me. So we picked those up yesterday. So that's the plan for this weekend. I think we're just going to practice doing some sanding on this hood. I don't want to do any painting on the TR3 yet. I do have some parts that are ready to be painted. I have an update on my Eastwood Concourse gun. If you recall, last week I had some issues with the cup coating coming off the metal cup on the Saturday, I think it was, and then on the Sunday I had a problem getting the fluid tip in the gun. I had a 1.4 tip that I was changing out, and the tip wouldn't thread into the gun. So I called Eastwood, complained to the customer service people, and they're going to be sending out me a whole new gun package. The lady, the customer service lady, said it was a known issue, which kind of pisses me off. If you know it's an issue, maybe you should think about contacting your customers that bought the gun and be a little bit proactive and get them to they should be sending you out new product, you not finding out that you have a problem with your product when you're going to use it. So anyway, they're supposed to be getting me a new gun. I think they said it shipped out yesterday. So before I start doing any painting on this thing, I want to make sure I have the same gun for the whole car. So we'll wait for that gun to show up before we start doing any jobs on this. So that's why we're going to do the sanding. Again, this is just a practice hood, so it'll give us something to do while we're waiting for our gun to show up. I probably want to get the Koenigs back on the TR6 at some point in time. It's about driving weather for the car, so we'll get those Cosmics off. We'll get the Koenigs back on, and maybe we'll take this out for a spin. Other than that, nothing else to report. I did want to get my welding gas refilled because I know I have a little bit of welding to do on the front floor pans on this car where they meet the bulkhead. I've got a little bit of a gap issue that I need to correct, so we've got to weld in a little bit of metal. So other than that, this car is ready to go, I think, ready to be finished sanded and get ready for paint. So that's about it for now. That's the update from me. We'll go ahead and set the hood up and get ready to sand. We'll talk to you later, guys. Hey guys, Tush coming back at you. It's coming up on 3:30, and I've been doing quite a bit of running around in other jobs today. But anyway, in the time that I've had, I've done a little bit of sanding on the hood. So we've done the first pass with 1500 grit, and we're just getting ready to do the 2000 grit. So the middle part of the hood is done, the sides are done. Still looks pretty shiny on the ends here, so I'll need to go back over and sand sort of this area here. But I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not. That's the middle part of the hood's pretty good, and you can see where I had some issues. You can see the slight coloring difference where I've sanded those spots down, those little dirt spots out. So anyway, we'll move on to the next step, but I just wanted to give you a quick update. Alright guys, talk to you later. Okay, we're at 2500 grit, and now we're going to work on the buffer. I got the Meguiar's fine cut cleaner number 2, and I've got this swirl remover to go for the second step, so we'll see how those do. I'm going to use an orange pad for the first step, and then I'm going to use a soft black pad for the second step, the swirl remover. We'll see how it goes. Just going to do the center section of the hood right now and see how it works. So we'll give you an update in a bit. Hey guys, Tush coming back at you. It's about 5:30, and we're pretty much done. Came out not too bad. Just remember there's been no body work done to this hood, so obviously it's showing up the dents pretty dramatically and some of the other crappy parts. But shined up not too bad. Definitely shows the defects more now. There's a lot of little rust pits back in this area that I couldn't fix, and obviously I could have fixed, but I didn't bother to, and now they're showing up quite heavily. It looks pretty good. Don't know how well it's being picked up in the camera. But all the dirt nibs are gone. All the dust that fell in the clear coat's gone. I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, it was a good test panel to practice on. So we'll move on to the real one. If I decide to go ahead and do this carbon fiber look, I'm not sure yet. Anyway, we'll keep thinking on it. But this didn't turn out too bad for first time. Anyway, we'll talk to you later, guys.